Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing great. So I'm back with another video. My name is Sianda. So today I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the leader and it controls the crypto market. So whatever Bitcoin does, if it goes up, the whole market goes up. If it goes down, the whole market goes down. So I want us to look at a few charts and then look at a few articles that came out when Bitcoin was in the bear market because I'm seeing the same patterns as back then when we were in a bear market. So let's look at the chart. So Bitcoin went down from 1,000 USD down to 344 US dollars. So we spent a great number of days, about 166 days in a bear market. But after that, we started seeing upward movement, about 52% in 19 days. Okay, so now let's look at an article that came out that was saying why Bitcoin is doomed to fail. So they were so sure that Bitcoin is going to fail. This article came out back in April 2013. So even today, as we are going through a bear market, we're seeing the same patterns where articles are coming out claiming that Bitcoin is a scam or Ponzi scheme, or if it's going to fail. Okay, so let's look at what happened. So let's look at what happened back in 2014. So we went down from about 1,200 USD down to $271 in a space of 300 days. That was minus 78%. Okay, so now let's look at an article that came out back in 2014. It was claiming that Bitcoin is dead. So it's nothing new. We're always going to see such things. We're always going to see the FUD in the market. Articles claiming that Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, but Bitcoin always proves these articles wrong, because even if you go down, we still get to recover. So now let's look at what happened back in 2016, because we went through another bear market. So here from this was in 2015, we went up about 100%, right, in 42 days. And then from there, we started going down. We went down to what? To 40 to 298 US dollars. That was about minus 40%, right? We stayed in this bear market. We spent about 200 days, right? So now let's look at another article, that came out in 2016, right? In 2016, Bitcoin is dead, long live the blockchain. So another article, guys. You can see what I'm trying to show you here, that whenever we go through a bear market, there's going to be negativity in the crypto space. Maybe it's to try and scare away the investors from this market, I don't know, but we always say this. Now let's look at 2017, right? 2017, if you remember, if you were watching Bitcoin or the crypto space, you will know that Bitcoin was doing the most. So we went up about 240% in a space of 53 days. That is when we reached an all-time high back in 2017. Bitcoin went up to about 20,000 US dollars. Then from there, the market started dipping from the all-time high of 2017. So we went down to about 5k, right? 5,000 US dollars. So this just shows you guys, we get to have bull markets, right? Bull markets. There's a bull market here. People are just making money, and this is when I bought my first Bitcoins. I bought not a full Bitcoin. I bought a few sets. So I bought a few sets, but I ended up spending them, and I bought nearly the top. I think I bought somewhere around here, around 17,000. But I used my Bitcoin. I used all of them because I was just new to the market. I was seeing it on the internet trending and all of that, and there was sites back then that would allow me to buy some things online. So I used my Bitcoin to purchase some things online. So in 2017, we went through another nasty bear market when we went down from 20,000 US dollars to about 5k, right? So now let's look at another article that came out in 2017, right? So it was claiming that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin, Ponzi gone global. Play with it, own it, do what you like with it, but always remember that it is nothing more than an intrinsically worthless global pyramid scheme that could collapse at any moment. Now you see the claims I'm talking about. They were so sure that Bitcoin was gonna die for good, and they were so sure that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, of which it's not. Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme, but you might believe these type of articles if you haven't done any proper research, and if you don't understand what Bitcoin is, then obviously you might fall for this, or maybe be scared, or you might not even want to try it, or you might not even want to get into this market. Now let's look at what happened last year. This was in 2021 when we were in a pandemic, right? No, when the governments were announcing that they were announcing lockdowns and all of that because of the global pandemic, the coronavirus, right? So Bitcoin went down from 65,000 down to 29,000. I think we trading at those prices now, that's right here. So we went down from 65 to 29,000 USD. Now let's look at an article that came out last year by Cointelegraph. Investment guru Jim Rogers, the value of Bitcoin will drop to zero. So a well-known guru, they call him a guru. I don't know if he's really a guru or not, but they're calling him a guru. So investor Jim Rogers thinks Bitcoin is still in a bubble and the cryptocurrency will eventually go to zero and disappear. So the most interesting thing here is that Jim Rogers thinks, he doesn't even know if that is going to happen. But these type of articles come out and claim that Bitcoin is whatever that they wanted to. These articles come out and they claim that Bitcoin is gonna die, it's gonna drop to zero. So this is what Jim Rogers thought at that time last year. Last year it was when it was March. I think we went down. No, April. It was April. We went down about minus 55%. So yes, these articles are just there to scare you from the crypto market. And remember, guys, whatever I'm saying here is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what we've been through and what I've been through, because I've been in this space for about 5 years. So I've been learning a lot myself. So I'm still in the crypto space, even if we are in a bear market now, because we dropped from the previous all-time high of last year November. Now we dropped to 28,700. That's minus 58%. But obviously Bitcoin will recover. It's just that right now things are not looking good. If you look at the macro environment, there's a war. Russia and Ukraine are fighting, and then we have interest rates that are rising. So yeah, inflation as well. We're in an inflationary environment, so a lot is going to happen. People are going to be scared to invest in risky assets like cryptocurrencies, so people will withdraw their money from exchanges to try and be safe. So right now cash is king. So now let's look at something else different from these charts and these articles. I want you to look at this chart here. Bitcoin and traditional assets return on investment versus USD, right? So in 1 year, Bitcoin is down about minus 32%, right? Minus 32%. But if you look at Bitcoin in a long-term perspective, let's say 10 years, Bitcoin is up about 579,000%. So now that's why I always preach that Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies are more of a long-term investment than a short-term investment. But people have this mindset of, I want to put in my money today, I want to see returns tomorrow or in 15 days or in a month. But that is not the case. You shouldn't invest like that. So if you look, in 2 years, Bitcoin is still up 211%. So if you look at the long term, if you look at it in a long-term perspective, then you'll see what Bitcoin has done in the past. In 7 years, Bitcoin is still up about 12,000%. But if you look at your traditional assets like your S&P 500 or your gold, in 1 year, gold is down 2% because it is matured, right? It's a store of value, and it has been here for thousands and thousands of years. But look at if you look at the 10 year, if you look at gold in 10 years, it's only up about 15%. now show Now you can see yourself that Bitcoin has been the best performing asset in the last decade. That is why I believe so much in this asset, even though so many people are misled and don't understand exactly what is going what we are going through. So yeah, Bitcoin is new. I understand. Not only Bitcoin, we also have other cryptocurrencies like your Ethereum, your Monero, and other solid projects that are out there. But then, this was just to show you guys that the FUD you see in the crypto space is nothing new. We are still going to see such articles coming out, trying to make you feel somehow about the crypto space. But if you are new to it, just don't leave it. Stay in this market for some time, and then you'll see what it will do for you. So guys, this was the video for today. I will see you on the next video. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Bye.